Listen up, beautiful bastards. I'm Insipid, and this is Trove. As ever, I'm feeling all kinds of introspective, and honestly, I'm trying to say this intro-y goodness for like the third time, so hey, I have practice. There's that going for me. Always try and find the silver lining, huh? If you're looking for some advice right now, maybe try that. Silver lining. Good stuff. If there's no silver linings available, go ahead and find those clouds and go, well, the moisture will be good for the soil. Very much aside. We do have a topic I have in mind, but let me go ahead and start with I'm Insipid, and this is Runescape. Ta-da! Jazz hands. We're again, yes, working on our woodcutting skills. Lovely. I do plan to kind of draw this towards mining soon. Rune crafting will be an absolute monster, but I'll show you my favorite ways of conducting that in the relative near future. Until then, no, sorry, gotcha. Deep Down Dirty record label, as ever and always, thank you for allowing us access to the music. This is delightful. But that said, I was talking to you about a topic, wasn't I? What's the topic today? Playing the game. My inventory is full, huzzah. What is the game, you ask, Insipid? The game is whatever you are trying to deal with in life, whatever is granting you the greatest adversity. That might sound very broad. That might sound like, who the heck are you? Pak, emissary of you, sound like you are full of adventure, sir. But regrettably, I am full of wood, and so I am very busy trying to light this shit. Can I just... No? If I right-click you. Okay, that just makes that. I would adore if the left click was light, but it's not, and we'll just have to go ahead and live with that. That said, hi. The game is whatever system you are attempting to operate inside of. Okay? That can be school. That can be the job. That can be you trying to start up a small business. That can be you running for a political office. That can be just trying to get to tomorrow. Because sometimes life is intense and unforgiving, and the only thing you have latitude for right now, your bandwidth is completely soaked up with getting to tomorrow. That's the game. Whatever system you are operating in, you're just changing all of your thought patterns about it to game theory. What are the rules of this game, and how do I interact with those rules to win? Finger quotes win, by the way. And that I'm actually going to bring that up in just a couple seconds as one of the natures of the game. But let's say you're not winning right now. Let's say you weren't born to a super rich family and you just get to coast off of a trust fund and automatically get into Yale, Harvard, etc. based on where you decided you wanted to go. You don't have that level of gameplay. You've got to actually lay down and throw down to get the job done. Okay. All right. And to all of the Harvard Trust Fund kids who found this video so far to be incredibly offensive, I'm fucking sorry. My bad. Fashiggle me twice. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you don't have to worry about your food budget. I'm sorry you don't have to worry about the notion of homelessness. Now, go away. And I don't mean to deride you. I'm strictly speaking to people who are of that category and don't appreciate, aren't able or aren't willing to appreciate. And that does go into several other topics that I will get to. And you know what? I'm also prepared to be wrong. I do emphasize frequently the importance of being able to be thankful, to experience gratitude first. And maybe I'm not doing that right now. Maybe I'm not really appreciating the circumstances that they have to go through. And if that's the case, by all means, please talk to me in the comments. I will very gladly have this discussion. I'm prepared to be wrong. But until then, there is the topic at hand, playing the game. And, no, not you, no, this one over that is the you. Never mind, I want the oak. Give me an oak. Oak. Right about here. Got it. Okay, so, solution 1, you're not winning. You are in fact losing the game. Egad! It's no good. That is the worst. Losing, no one wants to lose. I've been informed by various sources. Get off my cord. That losing is the no good thing. That no one likes the losing, and we should stop that immediately. We should pass laws, by God, insipid. This illegality of losingness. Ah. Change the way you play the game. Look at the rules. Look at how you're currently playing the game, and sometimes just some serious self-assessment. It's not easy. It's not, and often enough it's not fair. But the game is rarely fair. People have been playing the game, whatever game it is, they've been playing it a lot longer than you. They know all the rules. They know the systems inside and out. They already have the proper combos optimized. If you're coming into any game as a newcomer, prepare to be outplayed by the people who've been doing it longer. Watch, learn, adapt. Alright. Perhaps not the most warm and fluffy answer to the problem, but still a very realistic one. But let's say that doesn't work. Let's say that is just not gonna work for you. Doesn't get the job done. Alright. Change the rules of the game. Seriously. Petition that the rules be changed. It is perpetually the case that in my country, people petition that laws are modified. Lobbyists. They lobby to have laws changed. Then congressmen go, "You gave me a bunch of money. Thank you. I will now change laws." And that's a very cynical response, by the way. Don't hold that too much to heart. Da-da-da-da. I have 21. Yeah. Jazz hands. But let's say no one listens to your suggestion that they change the rules. Maybe no one wants to, enforce affirmative action. Nobody wants to enforce gender equality in the workplace. Nobody wants to, change how things currently are for those rules. Next step, play your own game. Go, you know what, my inventory's full. Never mind. I don't need your game. I've got my game. My game's better. It's got blackjack and hookers, and we don't have this problem in all likelihood yet. Again, a cynical answer, but maybe I've been observing this a little too long for my own good. That said, ask any small business owner why they decided to be a small business owner. Dimes to donuts. One of their answers corresponds to this: I just couldn't be someone else's employee. I was not good at following orders. I needed the independence. I couldn't work in someone else's system. I had an idea that no one else wanted to do, and no, stop it, please. Light it up. Get lit. That's it. And they went out on their own. They made their own game. Good. That is a solution to the problem of losing. And last but not least, and I want to emphasize this one with a certain amount of precaution. There are iterations of this solution that are incredibly illegal. There are iterations of this solution that are incredibly unethical. Cheat. If you're not winning the game and every other solution has not worked up until now, and you are woefully underappreciated, underutilized, unhappy, you're unsatisfied with how things are operating, cheat. Now, what does that look like? It can range wildly. The obvious statement that comes to mind is that we have a system wherein you need to acquire universal funds to engage in particular activities like homeownership and having food. You can totally steal that. Oops. I very much romanticize in the moment the notion that when people do resort to crime, it's because they've been reduced to that option. There are obviously other circumstances that are involved with this that are not going to be brought to bear in this video. And so I don't want my romanticized statement to be the core of what I'm saying here, but more so to aid in the contrast of what is about to be said. Cheating can involve doing what is recognized as industry standard. You're going to find this out either way, and I'm going to go ahead and break it to you now. If you haven't had a job yet, there is a distinct difference between protocol, what corporate hands down to you, and common practice. Oh man, I have yet to have a single job where the common practice, from management all the way down, differed wildly from what corporate was saying we were supposed to be doing. Not once. The exclusion, of course, would be small business owners that I've worked for. And they're amazing. If I could recommend anything, work for small business owners, because they understand far better the interaction between player of the game and the game itself. It's so much more human. But that's an aside for another time. Until then, I want to emphasize that there are ways to remain ethical and cheat. There are ways to be honest and cheat. There are ways to defy the rules and not harm anyone. And you have to engage in very serious soul searching. Also, jazz hands, because leveling up. Very serious soul searching when engaging in that option. Do not do so lightly, please. But I think it's rather important for me at this point. Go ahead and call it good. It's been a tough topic, and I hope that we get a chance to discuss the finer details of it in the future. Until then, it's been real. It's been fun. I'm gonna catch you guys on the flip side. Take care, everybody.